When the Mountains Laughed, written by Vinita Ramchandani, narrated by Ranjan Kamath.
When the Mountains Laughed. Unni Krishnan came from a happy home. He had an older sister Meera and a baby brother Sri Raman. His mother Radha took care of the home and his father Rajan went to work every day. They ate well and spent little. Clothes were never important. As long as you had comfortable clothes on, his father maintained, one should be happy. So while the children never had fancy muslin or silk clothes trimmed with lace and satin, their clothes were always well starched and ironed to an impressive stiffness. Meera was 4 years older than Unni Krishnan, and Sri, short for Sri Raman, was only 8 months old. 6-year-old Unni Krishnan, or Unni, as he was called, found himself alone most of the time. Meera had homework and friends, and Amma was totally occupied with cooking, domestic chores, and a fussy baby. He was a shy little boy, brown as a berry with coal-black shiny eyes and curly black hair that always was unruly. Unni had learned to tie his shoelace 3 years ago and rather sighed with relief when a year later he insisted on eating on his own. The little boy played on his own and did his homework on his own and was polite to his elders. He was so good that Radha realized that she didn't ever have to worry about him at all. Not only did he study quickly, more importantly, he was unfussy with food. He ate anything she placed before him, and he ate well. Then one day, Unni had a problem. He got into a fight with another boy in school on the subject of his crayons. Mohan, the school bully, insisted on borrowing his orange crayon stick, and when he returned it broken and didn't even bother to say sorry, Unni decided that he had to protest. Mohan did not think he had to listen to Unni. The argument grew heated when Mohan blurted, "Who cares for your stupid crayons, you blackie?" and walked away. Startled, for this was the first time he was called this name, Unni let go, and he also didn't pursue the issue of the importance of saying sorry when you're wrong. That summer vacation, the family decided to go to their hometown in Kerala. They made this trip once in 2 years unfailingly. Unni loved to go to Kerala because he had loads of cousins there who all thought the world of him simply because he could speak English. All his aunts and uncles fussed over him, and the beach was nearby. After his favorite aunt hugged him over and over again, and his uncles ruffled his hair over and over again, someone exclaimed, "Oh, we'll have to find another name for Unni. There are 2 Unnis here now." The other Unni Krishnan was the son of a neighbor who had moved into the house nearby. He was bright, fair and smart, had a ready smile, knew how to charm old and young alike, was 6 years old, and of course, called Unni. When it was obvious that both could not be called Unni, one aunt laughingly said, "Well, he can always be called Karata Unni," and the name stuck on. That's when Karata Unni, or Black Unni, realized the significance of the color of his skin. Fair was good, black was bad. The gods were white, the asuras were black. "You'll get blacker and blacker," said baby Shija gleefully, "and you will be loved less and less." And Unni could not even imagine the horrors of his life. "You'll never become the class monitor," said all-knowing Shija, "and now you know why your mother hardly bothers about you. It's because you are black." And Unni's world crumbled. He sat and contemplated about what he was told, and he tried to fit bits of images that made his life. He did all this while swinging slowly on the aerial roots of the banyan tree. Alone. He was not called for lunch, but that was not unusual. Unni had always found his way back when his stomach dictated, and he was so trouble-free that there was never a need to tell him what to do. But that day, when he went back for lunch, and found that everyone...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?